Ever catch yourself thinking, why is my kid so anxious lately? Like I'm trying my best. Yeah, it's a hard feeling to sit with, but sometimes, even with the best intention, we accidentally pile on a bit more stress than we realize. So let's talk about a few sneaky habits that might be contributing and how we can shift them gently. First up, the pressure to hurry. Shoes on, let's go, we're gonna be late. Totally get it, like life is fast. But when everything feels urgent, it can leave our kid in a constant state of go, 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 which their little nervous system aren't built for. Even giving an extra 5 minutes or offering a countdown can help them feel more in control. Then there's always jumping in to fix things. Like when they're trying to zip their jacket and it's taking forever and your ends are already halfway there. I get it, but when we rush to rescue, it can send a message that, I don't think you can handle this. So instead, pause and say something like, zippers can be tricky. Want a little help or do you want to keep trying? That small choice builds confidence. Also, minimizing their fears. When they say, I'm scared, and we say, there's nothing to be afraid of, we mean well, but it can make them feel silly for even feeling that way in the first place. Try to say this instead. That sounds scary. Want to talk about it or draw it together? This Brave book from the superhero series is great for this. It gives kids language for fear and helps them explore ways to face it and on without brushing it off or feeling ashamed of being afraid. Another thing, unpredictable routines. One night they go to bed at 7:30 and the next at 9 p.m. Some nights there's a bedtime story, other we're just too tired. I've definitely been there. But a consistent rhythm, even if it's simple, helps kids feel secure. Like, I know what's coming next. I'm safe. And we also can ignore our own reaction to mistake. If your kid knocks over the cup and you immediately judge, like, seriously, I just cleaned that. They absorb that tension. Instead, deep breath and say, oops, let's clean that together. And something else to watch for, mix signal with boundaries. One day they get in trouble for bouncing on the couch, and the next day we laugh it off. That's totally normal to sleep, but clearer boundaries equals calmer kids. They thrive when they know what to expect and what the limits are. Oh, and let's not forget our tones matters more than we think. If home is full of sarcasm and constant correction, even with love behind it, it can wear on them. Try balancing it with connection and say something like, I noticed how gently you played with your baby brother earlier. That was so kind. And finally, avoiding apologies when we mess up. We all lose our cool, but when we own it and say something like, I was really frustrated earlier, and I yelled, I'm sorry, I'm working on staying calm, we show them that it's safe to make mistakes and safe to repair. So, if your kid seems anxious and you're wondering what's going on, it's not always about big trauma. Sometimes it's little moments repeated often that adds up. And the good news, tiny shifts can have a huge impact. And if this video was helpful, don't forget to follow for more positive parenting tips.